Western Conference Finals tonight, 6 p.m. Somebody make me not like Luka Doncic. I want to be nervous. I want to be scared. I'm looking forward to this. I don't want to look forward to it. But try to listen to sports talk. Find a reason the Warriors are going to lose. Feel like a terrible fan because I don't feel dread. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this series. I don't feel like I'm going to die if the Warriors are going to lose. What's wrong with me? First of all, someone who's never afraid to lose. A little panda. Ladies and gentlemen, damas caballeros, Warrior fans throughout the multiverse, welcome to Carrie Lamb Main Event Mania Warrior Pregame Edition. I'm a macho man and a lousy producer. Still can't get it right. I feel a little down right now. Nothing big. I have these goals of like getting my life together and getting things organized, and I have all these plans. I had an early day off work today. Still ain't done. Can't get organized. All my organization plans have been dashed. Look behind my shades. There's a darn pigsty behind me. Big fat mess. Big mess. But you know it's not a mess. The Warriors organization. Your Golden State Warriors are in the Western Conference Finals against the Dallas Mavericks. And as much as I like Luka, I'm a fan. I wasn't expecting them. I was ready for the Suns. And I don't want to discount any team. The Mavericks are there for a reason. They've certainly beat the Warriors in recent history. I mean, obviously the Warriors haven't been healthy. But I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for Luka. Nah. Woo. Shining bright. That was too much natural light or not natural light? Let's go natural light. Now we got the sun. 4 p.m. Drive time. And my question is, are the Warriors going to be ready for Luka? Are the Warriors going to be ready for Jason Kidd? What's he bringing him as a coach? He seems to have brought the defensive edge, and that's the one thing that can stop the Warriors. And I'm wondering, am I going into this this series looking at the Mavericks like teams used to look at the Golden State Warriors, thinking they're soft, they're not a good defensive team. You can rough them up. I think there's some truth to that. You want to be physical with star players. But Luka's not a small man. He's a big guy. He's got a lot of skills. Not like Nikola Jokic or Giannis, a physical specimen like that, but he's strong. So it's just hard for me to be intense about this series because I'm looking forward to seeing some action. I want to see some Warriors and Mavericks, some nice ball out there. So if I wonder how people feel as fans. Like if you're a longtime Warrior fan or you support your team, what's your attitude? Are you always confident, or are you always looking for ways your team can blow it? If you're any kind of fan whatsoever, you've been there through the rough times. You've been there through pain. You've been through some teams that were just gonna kind of fold, and And now that I got my team, the Warriors, they are, maybe towards the end of a dynasty, but they are for real. I mean, they've already proven it. They have 3 titles. Um, it really is a good organization. Um, they're right in the mix right now. Do you look for them to wait a ways for them to blow it? Like I could see the Warriors coming out slow, turning the ball over, um, not shooting, having cold nights, like uh, like everyone does. But the Warriors can have a brick city night like they did in Memphis. But I just really see a series where if the Warriors play defense and get regular, they don't even have to get hot. Have someone having a shooting night, the Warriors can win this series. So maybe I'm underestimating some guys on the roster. I mean, you'll talk about tons and who else we got here. Dinwiddie, of course, Luka Doncic. I just it's just hard for me to fear this team. I'm just looking forward to the competition, and I'm also feeling like if the Warriors they win or lose, I'm happy for them. Right? This is what a privileged approach at being a sports fan. I'm going into this with. I usually don't want to lose at all. And even last series when the Warriors lost some playoff games, I'm like they'll come back. It wasn't destroying me. Wasn't breaking my heart because the Warriors have won so much, and I kind of know that they can blow it, but they could really come back. So I'm wondering how anyone else is feeling about this series. Besides excited to watch some good basketball, I want to see some offensive basketball. I want to see some creativity. Um, had enough of that physical play. I don't want to see someone getting knocked over and out for the series. I don't even want. I don't want to see it from the Warriors. I want to see. I want to see the the skillful side of Draymond Green as well. Be where you're at it, where you're supposed to be on defensive end. Um, but that said, they're going to have a interesting time coming up with a scheme to stop Luka Doncic. But it seems like they've had a scheme to stop everybody else. They definitely didn't stop Ja or Nikola Jokic. Both players looked phenomenal, but the Warriors had a scheme that would, I wouldn't say neutralize them, but it would keep them being less effective and helping their team win. And I do want to address something in the last series. In no way do I think the Grizzlies were better without Ja, not at all. I think what happened is while they had some success smashing the Warriors in Game 5, is that they can go all in without roughhouse style, and it's a lot easier to win a game at home if the route is on. So that's everything worked right for Memphis. They played a tough game. The route was on, and there's nothing the Warriors could do. They could just. It was the coach had a game plan. He had the personnel to execute it. And I'm not saying any of the guys in the team were not stars. But if you're in a close game, boy, you totally want John Morant. And speaking of closers like Ja, the Mavericks have one of the best in the game, and I'm really looking forward to watching him against the Golden State Warriors. My problem is I'm just thinking of this is going to be too much fun, and I wonder how I'm going to feel. It's about feelings. I wonder how I'm going to feel when this series is over. Am I going to be I wonder how I feel. Know what I'm saying? If the Warriors get their butt kicked in Game 1, they're not ready, and that's my concern. My major concern is the Warriors are kind of feeling like I'm feeling like, yeah, the Mavericks, they're a good team, and you know it mentally. You don't want to take a break, but I wonder if there's that real internal sense of urgency to play this team, and I felt it with Denver. Nikola Jokic is a hell of a player. Um, I don't think that people understood how important Cousins was for the minutes he had on the floor. He was unstoppable. I mean, if he scored 8 points, they were big points. He broke the Warriors down in the paint. Um, and then the flip side, Ja, the Warriors had no one to really stop him. It took a tremendous game plan. Pretty unstoppable. And I think Luka is right in the category of those players. But the Warriors they have a lot of wings. They have a lot of guys that size. Luka's what 6'6", 6'7"? Look right now. What does ESPN say? You got here. Can't even see him. Yeah, 6'7", 230. He's got some size. I think the Warriors have some guys they can. They have more than one guy they can put on Luka. I think that's the biggest. I think that's the best feeling of safety. I feel about the Warriors right now. They have a lot of wings. They have a lot of guys they could put on Luka for a few minutes. They could put Kuminga. They could put Iguodala, Wiggins, Draymond Green's about that size. So it's not like they're gonna he might score 40 a night, but what the Warriors in the playoffs they can make him the primary scorer, but they could set up their defense to make him less effective as far as affecting the wins and losses. The game as far as wins and losses. What I'm trying to say. So and I like watching. I've enjoyed watching the stars like Nikola Jokic and John Morant overcome that defense and basically have to score. Watching where the Warriors sort of defense, they're going to make it hard for the star, but they're not going to let the other guys beat you. And it's really fun watching a star just take it to the basket and have to be aggressive and have to score. And it's like terror every time Jokic or John Morant would score. But it was pretty cool. Like, wow, this person's really good. It's really fun to watch a tremendous athlete execute against a good defensive game plan. So I'm excited to see what Luka does against good defense against this Warrior team. And my hope is that we'll see some awesome basketball. Another star that I can examine closely against my home team, and the Warriors rout every single time. So, the way I see this series, and I'm a little trepidatious because of the way I feel. I feel it's hard to beat the Warriors, and I know this. Everyone knows this. Not to know. You got to be tough. You got to out physical the Warriors, which is more and more hard to do as Steph Curry gets stronger, as the Warriors become a more veteran team. You're going to have to out physical the Warriors, and maybe I haven't watched the Mavericks close enough. There's always that. I don't want to make an assumption. Maybe playoff Mavericks, they're going to be more physical. But I think to beat the Warriors, you got to be about that life 24/7. I know Jason Kidd definitely is the coach of the Mavericks, and I think that's one thing they have, which leads me to believe. Well, leads me to say, I like what Jason Kidd's done. I like his overall philosophy. Um, it got him this far. It got him to the Western Conference Finals. Are Jason and his staff gonna match X's and O's with Steve Kerr and his staff? And you know, are the Mavericks and Luka Doncic and their squad, are they going to be able to execute to the level the Warriors are? And on the surface, no, of course the Warriors have a lot of veterans, but that's only 4 or 5 players who have been in the league, in a playoff environment. So we'll see. I want to. What I'll be watching in this series is who outcoaches who. I love Jason Kidd's theory of playing defense. I think he was a tremendous point guard, tremendous winning basketball player. I don't think he got a fair shake with the Brooklyn Nets, or where the hell he was. But I think this is a good team for him. I think he should be listened to. I know he saw the court well as a point guard, but is Jason Kidd on the level of the rest of the coaches? Left in the Final Four. Is he with Spoelstra? Is he with Kerr? And is he with? I'm blanking on. I'm blanking on the Celtics coach. On Budenhauser. Now I got to look it up. What's happening? Come on, brain. But I can't trust Amazon or look at all this stuff going on. I can't trust them to give me the right answer. They lied to me. These series can come down to. I've been really impressed with the coaching of the Grizzlies and there's a lot of teams. And sorry, I'm looking at Dolphins coach. Who's their coach? What the guy? Eric Spoelstra is the coach of the Miami Heat. I think he's underrated. You got him and Riley running the organization. They are going to be solid for a while. I'm blanking on the Boston coach. Who's the coach of Boston? Oh, are you kidding me? Boston Celtics coach staff. Come on. Still can't even pronounce his name. Doku. I can never say his name. Anyway, they can't even help me out. But anyway, I can't even say it properly. But whatever. That's gonna bug me. If I say it wrong, I'm gonna just spell it out. Ume. I'm gonna say it so wrong. I'm blanking out on everything. But you look at the Final Four. You got guys in the right positions doing the right thing. I'm interested right now if Jason Kidd, when the Warriors throw a punch, what's going to be the counter punch for Jason Kidd? And I have a feeling he's going to have the answer. He's going to have some answers. He's going to do some things that are a little bit different. Don't forget he's from the Bay Area. He might have a little Don Nelson in him. He might pull out something that that is non-conventional to slow down the Warriors. I guarantee you, he has some lineups that are going to slow down the Warriors. Some schemes that he thinks are going to slow down the Warriors. Will it matter? I don't know. It seems like the Warriors they're just so determined. They'll win any kind of game. I mean, the worst has happened. They've already lost all their players. They've lost the finals 3-1 with having the best record in the history of the NBA. I think the Warriors are so battle tested. I think their players they're near the top of their game. I think some people think they're falling off a little bit. I don't know. I think that they're just at the point where they don't really care who gets the credit. They're just going to do what they have to do to win, and they're going to play that style of basketball. Whether it's everyone's playing D and a couple guys going to score, whether it's someone coming up, this guy coming off the bench, or that guy coming off the bench, or small lineup starts. Okay, you know what? Then it's going to be Looney that's going to start. So I'm just not. I'm just not angry at the Mavericks. I feel like the Warriors, and I feel like if the Warriors do lose, I feel like, man, it's probably going to be a great series. I'm not going to die over it because I really like the way they play basketball, even when they do make some suspect plays and turnovers. They really play hard. I am so impressed at how hard the Warriors have played, especially in this playoffs. Andrew Wiggins, just first guy that comes to mind. Just he's just done everything they needed him to do, and tried everything they needed him to do. So, and it's very interesting when I say that because they try really hard. They seem to get off to some slow starts. I'm not looking forward to a slow start today. Um, I think the faster start um, is going to come with hopefully some defensive energy right off the bat. I wonder who Steve Kerr going to start tonight. Are they going to go with Looney again after his performance in Game 6 against the Grizzlies? Are they going? I've heard a lot that Kuminga is going to get some minutes on Luka. What are the Warriors going to? What's Steve Kerr plan to get some energy early? I think when the Warriors get defensive energy, it just spurs their offense. Get on the fast break, um, and if the Warriors start front running, it's really hard to beat them. But we'll see. I mean, I don't think Jason Kidd is. I think he's game planned for that. I think he's probably. I don't know if he has the personnel, but Jason Kidd was a rugged player. I think Jason Kidd's going to come up with a game plan to slow down the Warriors. Um, at least offensively, I think the Warriors could thwart that plan with some good defense. So it might, these things always. I think when it comes down to it, like Steph and Clay and Poole and Luka and everyone on the Mavericks, they're gonna score. But this first game might be might be all about the defense. I mean, that's what I'd be saying if I was a coach on both sides. I'd be looking to shut some players down. Um, you usually want to get everyone involved right at first. But we'll see. Anyone has any anger against the Mavericks, bring it to me because I'm just like I said. I am more have this feeling more about um, in feeling of enjoyment to watch a series than I've ever had before in a Warrior playoff game. I just always felt win or be miserable. This one right here, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see this. But now, as I think about it, I am talking myself into some scenarios where the Dallas Mavericks can be a big problem to the Golden State Warriors, and it's all dependent on if Jason Kidd is a really good coach and his team will play like he did as a player, a rugged defender. Um, who played good team ball, who saw the court, and made the right plays on offense. So I think if Dallas can do that, and you got a closer like Luka, there it is. That's a scenario for the Dallas Mavericks to beat the Golden State Warriors. Now I feel better. I thought of a way they could do it. But I think I really don't believe it. I think the Warriors can really rout. If, I don't want to say. I don't want to say it. I think the Warriors can play. The Warriors play defense, and they put the effort in they had before. I think it's going to be hard to beat them unless the Mavericks have a level of toughness that I haven't seen them display. That's it. That is my take. So we'll see tonight. I am really looking forward to see Luka Doncic. Predictions. I predict Luka is going to have an amazing series. I feel like the Warriors are going to make other guys beat him. I think they're still going to play good defense. They have length on the perimeter. Wiggins, Kuminga, maybe Iguodala if he plays, maybe Draymond Green. They have guys that can be in the way. But I think they're trying to refrain from double teaming. You don't want to make Luka a passer, very similar to Nikola Jokic. So I think Luka's going to have to beat good defense, which makes for amazing plays. My prediction is great defense by the Warriors, better offense by Luka Doncic. He'll make great plays. He's going to look great. But the Warriors do well against mostly everybody else. Too many guys to stop on the Warriors side. And Warriors win. So, I hate this feeling of being too laxed. Let's see. So to make myself feel better, the other flip side is Mavericks come out. They reflect their coach Jason Kidd. Play very physical ball. They do have a giant center too, but the Warriors probably run off the court. So we'll see. On the flip side, like I said, Luka's Luka. The Mavericks show a level of physicality that I haven't seen from them. They're coming in real confident. They beat the number 1 seed. They hear stories for the last few days of how the Warriors were an 8 seed and beat a number 1 seed. They come out pumped up and stick to the Warriors right away. And the Warriors come back, but Luka closes them out. So that's how I see the Warriors losing. I don't think it's going to happen. And if the Warriors lose tonight, maybe it'll make me feel better because I'll have found some anger toward Luka Doncic. I don't like looking forward to a series. I want to be like I want my the team I'm playing against to be the enemy. But you know what? They're not. They might be tonight. We'll see. I like Jason Kidd too. I like him in their coaching. So we'll see. All right, with that, let's watch the game. This has been Gary Lamb, Main Event Mania. My little buddy Panda. God bless you all. Keep it real. Keep it clean. Say bye, Panda. Go Warriors!